Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some cheesecake from the Cotton Blues Cheesecake Company. I have the original, the strawberry swirl,
blueberry swirl, and a caramel swirl.
These were
sea salted caramel swirl.
Ooh, sea salted. I didn't even notice sea salted.
It's
Okay. These were $3.69 each at a place called Critchfield Meats. It's local. It's in Lexington, Kentucky. These are actually made though in Mississippi. Let's open them while I'm jabbering because I'm going to talk for a minute.
They're wrapped in plastic wrap.
Well, first of all, we've never heard of Cotton Blues Cheesecake Company. When we first went in Critchfield Meats, we always start off, we work, you know, like everybody else. You start at one side of the store and work your way over. Well, the first thing you hit in that store for us is the frozen section. So when we got to the frozen section, there were these massive boxes, and we were like, what in the world is that?
They were big.
So I pulled out this box. It was hard for me to hold. It was heavy, this box. It was one of these. It was one of these Cotton Blues Cheesecake Company. The whole cheesecake. They were like $35, which isn't bad at all, because I think if you were to order one from like the Cheesecake Factory, I don't know for sure, but I bet you'd set you back $60. So for $35, I don't think this is bad. Like I said, heavy cheesecake. And so Kevin was like, I wonder if they make them any smaller. Well, they didn't. They didn't have any in that section.
In the freezer.
In the freezer. So then we, of course, worked our way through the store. And then once you got to the other side of the store, they have this section of like desserts, this refrigerated
cakes,
dessert
pies, all kinds
section.
of
Yeah, kind of like when you go to your regular grocery store or Walmart and they have the birthday cake section. That's where this would be, in the bakery. And but it's in this other section, refrigerated section, and they had these. And so it's like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get to try them. So glad. These are the four flavors. I don't know if they make any other flavors or not. These are the four that they had at Critchfield Meats, and it's like, oh yes, I'm so glad we're gonna get to try that. So
we both love cheesecake.
Yes, we do. So
okay, you should be able to slide that ring, I would think, off.
Yeah, look at that, came right off. So this is something you could go ahead. This is something you could buy. Something about Critchfield Meats is it's a place where you can go in there and you can order lunch. So you could pick one of these up and take it with you to eat. So these are made in Waynesboro, Mississippi. It's www.cottonbluescheesecake.com. Palm oil free. One slice, 168 grams, is 510 calories.
Go ahead.
And this is just original. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll save you the first bite. People like for me to be nice.
They do. They have actually people have left comments. And Lord forbid.
And if I don't, I get comments saying, why didn't you let her eat first?
Exactly. Lord forbid if Kevin does not wait.
One time. That looks very sugary, that graham cracker does.
Wow.
Now that is cheesecake.
That is decadent. That is delicious.
Yeah, you keep doing the rest of it. I'll keep eating this.
Wow.
You want another bite?
That I'm gonna wait because we have 3 more to try. For a packaged cheesecake, I think that's gonna take my first place.
It's very good.
It's delicious.
But you have to like that cheesecake flavor because it is a stronger cheesecake flavor than even the Cheesecake Factory, really.
It is, yes. A Cheesecake Factory, yeah.
They kind of went low end on the flavor, cheesecake flavor.
And more on the other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, peanut butter, chocolate.
This tastes like the cream cheese you would get in a cheesecake. So that's really good.
That's absolutely terrific.
And the crust is this like crystally, sugary
It
graham
feels
cracker
like
crust.
the crust, that's what sets this crust aside from other crusts. Normally, there's more like butter with graham cracker. This is more sugar.
Yeah, it's literally gritty.
Yes, I can't even tell you how terrific this is. I'm going to be excited after this video to see how many of you all have this in your area. I hope you do. I hope it's a lot of you because I would love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to know if they make any other flavors. Strawberry Swirl. This is 520 calories. So we've gone from 510 to 520. You get the first bite.
No, you go ahead. It looks like the same crust, but they did put a layer. The strawberry is not all over. It's kind of swirled on the top. So I think you're probably going to get a little hit of strawberry if I had to guess. But not like tons of strawberry.
The crust, I'm telling you, the crust alone makes it so different because it's so much sugar in there that it's like, why don't we do that at home? When we're making more homemade crust, we need to put more sugar in that.
Now, see, you're impressed with the crust. I'm impressed with the cheesecake flavor.
I'm impressed. No, I'm impressed with that too.
Because
but I do think the crust really makes it different.
Oh yeah, it makes it a big difference because you can even see it when Tammy takes a picture. You'll be able to see the top. It's like crystal. It's like little pieces.
Because some of these cheesecakes, when you get them, you don't get it where they've been frozen. You don't get any difference in the texture. It's a mushy texture. That's crispy. Mm-hmm. That's crispy from the sugar. And this was frozen and, shipped in from Mississippi to Kentucky. Mm-hmm. So, and then they put it out in the refrigerator section. We put it in the refrigerator once we got home until we're ready to review it. But to me, that's why I keep mentioning the crust.
That's very good.
Because you get the texture.
Yeah. What do you think about the strawberry?
I love it.
Yeah.
You taste it.
You don't get tons of it. There could be a little bit more swirl on the top.
Right. So like you can see from the side of this, it only goes up so far, and then I think it turns into regular cheesecake.
It's just on the very, very top. I mean, it's literally just swirl on the top.
Yeah, so that would be like probably in the middle when they're making it. It's going to be the center of the cheesecake.
Yeah, and this one's the same way.
But
you still get it.
It's great. And you know what? If you want a hit of that strawberry, but you don't want a whole strawberry dessert, that's a good one. So this is the blueberry, and it's 520 calories.
And there's a big blob of blueberry in it.
Let's see. I'm just going to take this one that's already broken off.
Yeah, there's blueberry in that one too.
Yeah.
It looks like they kind of blobbed the blueberry kind of like in the center. Mm-hmm.
Did you get a ton of blueberry flavor?
No, and I got a pretty good bite of blueberry.
I'm gonna get a big hunk. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, that's about how big mine was. It's there. It's just not a strong flavor. That's a very light one. Now it's probably one. I probably wouldn't buy it again just because the blueberry's not very strong.
No.
It's still good.
It still is delicious. It's very, very delicious. But honestly, even though I got a hunk of that blueberry, I don't taste it at all. It's like it didn't have any flavor. I don't know if freezing it hurt the flavor or what. But I still, like, if they were out, if you were going there and you wanted a regular cheesecake and they were out of the original, you could probably get that one and be pretty safe because you're not going to taste the blueberry anyway.
It's mostly the cheesecake.
Yeah. I still like it, but it does not deliver on the blueberry.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I would choose just the plain.
Just plain, yeah, because you're not getting any blueberry. Now this is sea salted caramel swirl, and this is 530 calories. And you don't see anything, do you?
Yeah, there's a little brown swirl on the top.
Oh, okay.
And that piece, it's kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a swirl on it.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to take all this.
Yeah, there's a swirl on top of that.
The whole part that broke off. I probably did not need that big of a bite, but I took it. Big bite. You do get caramel.
Yeah.
And it is salty.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, like, I don't know about sea salted, or salty. To me, there's a difference. That's salty caramel. Like, they put a lot of salt. It's not like big granules of.
No.
So, it's salty caramel.
It's good though, but you know what's neat about this is what's good or bad. Take it or leave it. You've got an area towards the back that's all crumb. Mm-hmm. There's no topping in that. So like
No.
the swirl, the caramel does not go back that far. It's
No.
all kind of in the middle part.
That's what I said about the strawberry. The strawberry.
Same thing with strawberry. It only goes back to like that crumble.
Right, so when they were making these, they just put it right in the center. Their machine probably just put it right in the center, and it doesn't go to the back.
And it's not very deep either, so it's just on the top layer.
This cheesecake absolutely takes the place over what was my favorite. I did have, for a frozen cheesecake, I like a company called the Atlanta Cheesecake Company. So people would probably think it would be the Cheesecake Factory. It wasn't. It was the Atlanta Cheesecake Company. That was my very, very favorite for frozen cheesecake. Not buying it from a place. This is taking the place of that. This company, Cotton Blues, this would be my, if you ask me, my #1 cheesecake at home from frozen, this is going to be it. Now, which flavor am I choosing? I'm going to probably surprise you.
Wow.
What?
I took a bite of the back.
Oh yeah, I hadn't done that.
It's this thick.
I hadn't done that because I know it's pure, literally pure sugar.
It's like brown sugar back.
Pure sugar. So we have original strawberry swirl, blueberry swirl, and salted caramel. You tell me your favorite and then I'll tell you mine.
I would probably just pick the original and then probably the caramel.
Okay. The original's gonna be my favorite too. So the original, but then I'm gonna go with the strawberry.
The strawberry and the caramel for me are like right there. So the only one I wouldn't get honestly is the blueberry, unless that was the only one I had.
Right,
just because there's no flavor in the blueberry.
Like I said, if you're wanting original and they don't have it, you may as well get the blueberry because at least for ours, you couldn't taste that blueberry.
No.
So, but I think this is top quality. What do you think about, what do you think about, like I said, this was now my favorite. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I would buy these anytime. Yeah, these are very, very good.
Absolutely, $3.69 for that slice. It is absolutely worth that.
And the big ones, and we're talking big.
They're huge.
For $30. They were literally this big around. I think you probably got 12 slices out of it.
It'd be great for company.
It would be great for a party. If you're having a party or a dinner or a lunch or whatever, and you wanted desserts and you didn't want to have to make it yourself, you'd be safe to buy one.
And
they were very, very good.
Seems like they had at least 2 different flavors, and I couldn't tell you what they had because I knew we weren't going to buy one.
Yeah, once we knew we weren't going to buy one, we quit looking.
Yeah, we quit looking, but I'm thinking they had at least 2 different flavors there. But if you are in the Lexington area, I would highly recommend going to Critchfield Meats and picking up one of those cheesecakes.
Yeah, you can literally put it in the refrigerator, thaw it out, and the day of your gathering, you just divvy it out on plates.
Or like meetings like you have at work where you know there's only going to be 12 of you in a room.
Yeah, that's true.
You could get one of those and it would just be really something special to have. So I will have a picture of each one of these. They're not going to be as pretty, of course, but I'll have a picture.
But hopefully Tammy captures how thick that crust is in the back.
Yeah, I will try to get that. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you've had this brand, please let us know your thoughts. And thanks for watching.